Hey YouTube, how are you doing? How are you doing, friends? It is Sharika, and it is the end of February. The end of February came quick, and it's time to plan for March. All right, so as usual, I like to make a plan in my Excel spreadsheet for the next month. Then once that paycheck actually comes, then I actually execute my plan in YNAB. YNAB stands for You Need a Budget. Those are just the two things that I use mainly to do all of my budgeting, my planning, and the actual execution of my budget. And so today, what we're gonna do is just plan for March. And the good thing about March is, for me, it is a 3 paycheck month. So I'm just gonna go through how I plan for a 3 paycheck month. So first thing I want to do is let's just hop into my spreadsheet. And here you're going to see the spreadsheet that I use every single month for all of my planning. I just like to create a plan. I'm very type A. I like to make sure that I'm planning for different things. Every month is a little different. Different activities have in different months, different holidays or whatever. And so I feel like the budget's never gonna be the same. Of course, you've got your like fixed bills, you know what I mean? Your internet, your cable, all that stuff is gonna be fixed. But then there's some other variable expenses that may change based off of what is going on. And so that's why I like to make a plan for the month based off of what's going on in my calendar. And then especially because this is a 3 paycheck month, things are going to be a little bit different. I will say this, not only is it a 3 paycheck month, but I'm a federal employee, so I don't know what's going to happen. So we're just going to make a plan for the I don't know, the unknown. And originally my plan, my goal was to actually be like saving and putting, actually paying down my debt. But I don't think that's the goal right now. My goal is really just gonna be stashing things away until things get a little bit more stable. And so I think that's gonna be the route that I go for the month of March. But like I said, let's get into the spreadsheet and take a dive. So first thing we're gonna do is just make a copy. I'll create a copy of the previous month. We're gonna move that before this blank sheet, which I don't even know what that is. And then this will just be March of 2025. All right, and so like I said, it's going to be a 3 paycheck month. So 1, 2, and 3. Not sure what those dates are, but we're gonna keep it as is. I know my paychecks have been a little bit over $22.45, but I like working with a little bit of buffer. So I'm just gonna make that 3rd paycheck $22.45. All right. So if I got 3 paychecks at $22.45, then my monthly budget's gonna be the $67.35. All right, so let's budget out $67.35. When it comes to the monthly bills and then the One Child Matters, which is pretty much a monthly bill to me because they take it out automatically, I'm just gonna do the two checks. I mean, that's gonna just be pretty much simple. Again, I'm 1 month ahead, so when I actually put this into my YNAB on these paydays, it's gonna go into the April budget. And it's going to be there and sit there and wait for April's funds. So because I'm trying to save right now, that's how I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna skip all of this. This should say, actually no, hold on, time out. Let's change some things. All right, this is March. So the cell phone is gonna stay the same, $60. The car and condo insurance is gonna stay the same. HOA will stay the same. The mortgage will stay the same. BG&E, oh, good old BG&E. Let's just raise that thing to $350 because they ain't playing games. They're not. Let's just go with 200 here and 150 here. Let me make sure I'm not over. At the end, I'll fix it when it gets to savings. Because if you've seen some of my budgets and some of my spending, BG&E has lost their ever-loving mind, and they've just been extremely expensive. So that had to increase. The rest should be fine. So we've got the internet for $96, Netflix for $8. Oh, I don't have Fubo anymore. Let's just delete that. Forgot about that. Okay, so I got a little money. I got a little money. That's gonna help BG&E out. All right, HP Inc. Still haven't canceled that. Life insurance is the same. YouTube Music is the same. There's no Planet Fitness. Hulu is $11. And then Mariah student loan. I like to do $50 a check. I'm gonna just continue that. We're just gonna roll with the punches for March. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, then I probably won't do it. But the plan is to got it. So there we go. So like I said, even though it's 3 checks, I'm a month ahead, and I'm just going to keep this 2 checks so that April is funded, and I'm gonna keep it that way. All right, let's go down to our variable expenses. And here's an area where I think I have to be a little bit more realistic with myself when it comes to enjoying life. So let's take a look at my calendar and see what areas I need to save for. The first, I'm gonna be in the house a lot because I have a lot of hair on the weekends. Because I have to start going into the office, I had to move my clients to weekends, so I won't be out and about as much. I do have the March Bunko party, which, I mean, it's just really potluck, so I can just buy a dish, and that can come from my grocery fund. So I may up food a smidgen. Let me just add a little one, let me put a little extra there, because that's after the first check. And then I have brunch with the girls at the end of the month. I already know brunch is gonna be about I'm gonna say $100. So let's just up this a little bit to 200 for the second week. And then I'll put 150 for the last paycheck. So I upped my food budget, even though, and I'm gonna keep Enjoy Life the same. Between Enjoy Life and food, I think I should be able to afford all the things, more than so. I'm just checking, make sure I ain't got nothing else. Yeah, honestly think that's more than enough, but I just wanted to make sure I'm covered for all of the month. So here, Enjoy Life is gonna be $600. Gas, let's pop another 125 here. So this 125 every 2 weeks is not just gonna go to gas, but it's also gonna go, I have to start going into the office. I'm going to have to pay for one of the trains. I don't have enough for both trains yet. My job will pay for my transit 100% starting in April. I think I only get 50% in March, so I'm just gonna keep the gas that high. The train station is not far from my home, so I don't have to drive too far, but I think let's just plan with $375 and hopefully we're good. All right, so $525 for groceries because we're splitting that out over the 3 paychecks. Don't just budget for the 2 checks. Remember, you need groceries for the last 2 weeks too. So you wanna, when it comes to bills, of course, you're gonna pay your bills for the month. So just make sure you have enough for the month. But everything else, those variable expenses, you need gas every 2 weeks. You need food every 2 weeks. So that's how I make sure and do my 3 paycheck months. Let's see, hair care. I can get ahead a little bit on that. I did get my hair done because it actually, you know what's funny? I did most of my hair so that I can reduce the cost, and then she actually raised the price. So it's gonna be still $150 anyway. It is what it is. I'm not gonna do my whole head by myself. So $225 for the month, and that's just gonna get me ahead in April. I'm not doing laundry anymore. I'm not getting my nails done. I've been doing my nails myself. Don't look too close because it's not cute, but it's done. Amazon subscription, I did cancel that. We're not doing bougie vitamins right now. Let's wait till, you know, things settle down in the world. And then a $50 buffer. Let's add $25 to this last one and make that a $75 buffer. All right, let's move on down. Let's ease on down the road. All right, I'm not getting any clothing, and I'll be honest, I was over budget in February because I decided to get a little bit more clothing for work. So no clothing, and there's no limo. So what are we gonna do with this extra money? We're just gonna save it. We're gonna save it. Like I said, who knows what's gonna happen. Once I get past March 14th, I will have a better idea of what's gonna happen. But at this point, I think it's just gonna be best for me to save. Honestly, yeah. So looks like the balance is 2,329, and that's what's gonna go into savings. So out of the first check, it's an additional 345. The second check, 364, and then that last check, 1620. And there we go. I mean, quick and easy. 3 paycheck budget. Like I said, I'm trying to cut back. Obviously, not cut back too much, because I plan on still doing a couple of things, going out, enjoying life. Like I do have those transit expenses that I'm going to have to pay depending on what happens. And then, like I said, hair is that one thing I'm not taking out. I got rid of the nails. It's already been a struggle for that. But the hair, I'm not gonna do my whole head. It took me forever just to do half. So, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So, yeah, 3 paycheck month. As I said, the bills will be moved into April, and then I'm good on my variable expenses for each check in March. And then we're gonna put a lot of money into savings. Now, if we get to the end of the month and I'm still working, I'm gonna be employed, but I'm still getting a steady paycheck, then we'll just move that money over to debts. And I'm gonna do a whole nother video on my debts, and just my little debt confession. I don't wanna say wilding out. I treated myself last year, but I've got 2 debts that I need to pay off, and so I'm going to try to pay those off aggressively once things slow down. But that's the plan for March. Have you guys made a plan for March? I really hope so, because March is tomorrow. So let me know what you guys are doing for March. Are there any areas where you're trying to either conserve your money, save up your money, or are you just trying to hit your goals hard and pay off debts? Alrighty, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.